What is up, guys? I'm Jay the Stingray here with Orc. We got a new show for you. Orc and Jay's Pilots of Dankness. And this is a show that we've been talking about doing for quite a while. And basically just talking about pilots and games and whatever the hell else comes across. So what's up, Orc?
Not too much, We're going to discuss the dank memes of our lives. There's just a lot of memes, and if you don't want to miss them. But like at the same time, there's so many dank pilots you got to watch, and you don't want to be watching Two Broke Girls, so that's why you sub to this channel, and you're gonna resub to
right.
And you don't want to watch Orange Is the New Black. You want to watch Oz. You want to watch good memes. You see bad memes on the internet, and rather than crying, you kind of just like say, "Don't show me this again," or same content. And that's kind of how I feel about like a lot of YouTube shows. They kind of really suck dick, and they're just like terrible. And you just see like five guys in a trailer, and there's like, "Whoa, Spider-Man's fucking awesome!" And I'm just like, okay, you need to calm down, put that Keystone Light down, just relax. That's basically why we're here. I mean, in short, is what I'm trying to say. But
well, no need to watch the whole show. Just watch that pilot, and you're good to go.
Yeah, I mean, you stick to your guns, man. You go through. You'll watch fucking all 97 seasons of Supernatural. That's a little bit much for me at the moment, but I respect that. Like Birdman, I put that respect on the name.
Be like, did you see that new Game of Thrones, man? Like yeah. Fuck no, but I saw that pilot and it was dank as shit.
Fuck yeah. And that's what counts. There's so many episodes of TV shows. You just gotta watch the pilot sometimes to just like have a rough idea. Like, is there any nudity? Are there any swear words? Is this a kid show? Who knows? I don't know. Were there subtitles? Like Orange Is the New Black could have been about a painter. Who the fuck knows? But no, it's about some chick who's wrongfully accused. She's in jail and there's all this lesbian shit. But I don't really care about that show. But,
you know a little bit about it then, huh?
But that's a pilot though I wouldn't be watching. So.
No, in all seriousness, though, this is kind of like an inside joke between Orc and I, because he seems to, like, I'll recommend a show, and he'll be like, I saw the pilot, and then, it just continued on like that. So we thought it'd be kind of a cool idea to do something like this.
So if you show up for the memes in Jay's chat, you can tell me how much of a noob I am. I'm all for it. I'll hear it, and I'll meme together.
But yeah. So what you've been watching lately? What's some of the pilots you wanted to talk about?
Shield, The Wire, Stranger Things.
Oh yeah.
We'll get to them, but mostly just like cop shows recently.
Yeah.
With the exception of like Westworld and stuff.
There's a lot of those, man. A lot of good ones too. Like
from like 2000 and basically like 2003, 2002 up until basically now. Besides watching The Walking Dead, the first season of that, I haven't really I turned the TV on and watched like a full episode of like excuse me, I think it was like Scream, like the pilot of that, and I was just like, God damn, like this is kind of retarded, but like they've upped violence so much on American TV.
Yeah.
Like, depending on where you guys live, but America, it's all pussified on like cable TV.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. Like this would have been like an X-rated movie, like back in when we were kids.
Yeah.
Now it's like on just like network television at like 7:00 at night.
Like going from like Walking Dead and Breaking Bad, and just seeing those two after just like literally, I'll watch like the news and mainly sports, and that's like pretty much all I mainly watch on TV. So, yeah.
Well, cool. I guess we can like Westworld. I remember telling you was like one of the best pilots I've ever seen, and I stick by that. I think the pilot's one of the better episodes of that show.
All the actors are great in it, and actresses, whatever the fuck you want to call them, or classify them as by sex. But Ed Harris and Anthony Hopkins are two of my favorite actors. Like Hopkins is great in pretty much everything, even though he's been in some shitty films just for paychecks. But Harris, like one of his like I think his best roles, even though it's a decent movie, but like at the end of Pain and Gain when he's like the investigator guy, and just like he does like the voiceover of like what happened to him and they're in court. Like I love that. It's like it's a serious scene, but it's just like I don't know, the music and the tone, all that shit works.
Yeah, I love Pain and Gain. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't care. I know Michael Bay's a hack or whatever, but I like that movie.
Dude, The Rock, Pain and Gain, The Rock movie, and Pain and Gain.
Yeah.
I like both of those.
Oh, The Rock, the movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Even the first Bad Boys isn't that bad. Did he do the second one? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen the second one, and that was like when I started to notice that like extreme like action sequences that never stop put me to sleep for some reason.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if it's like sensory overload or what, but it's like I can't watch that stuff. It's too much of nonstop action.
Yeah, everyone loses their shit over the new Transformers movies, and I've seen the first four, but I don't think I'll ever watch any others. Just because I can only take so many comic book / cartoon movies that are like 4 hours long, and it's just like, it could be awesome action, but it's just like sitting there, like you're at the theater, there's like no popcorn left, you've gotten your second refill, you're gonna like your bladder's gonna fucking explode. And it's just like, whoa, we gotta save Bumblebee. All this dumb shit. But yeah, I mean, I like a few, good comic book films, but there's, a little too much these days, a little bit. I know Cole will disagree with me. I'll let your boy.
Too much what?
Comic book films.
Oh, yeah, I gotta say it's going to peak, right? It's going to peak and then trickle off. I mean, it has to. It's been big for too long. It's overload, I think, really, because now you got DC doing their thing, and Marvel putting out like 30 movies a year. But I did see a new Spider-Man. I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah, I've seen the original 3, and then the Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2. I haven't seen the newest one, but
a funny story I can tell you about that. I took my kids to see the new Spider-Man, and they absolutely loved it. But there's this one kid is like making fun of the Peter Parker, right? And it's so stupid. He calls him Penis Parker. And then like a lot of times in the movie, like probably 10 different times. And every time my older daughter looks over at me and she's like, what does Penis Parker mean? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Thanks a lot, Marvel, for making me have to explain this shit when we get out of the theater.
The birds and the bees in the movie theater. What are you talking about? I didn't hear that.
Parker. That's not his name.
Daddy, did you hear that? No, I didn't. I don't know if I can. I guess I didn't. I'm sorry.
I'm asleep.
Okay, we're gonna get back to Westworld, or whatever the fuck we were talking about. But I love going to movies and seeing old couples, and the dude's just like, he's just like completely passed out. Like I saw Pearl Harbor back in like the early 2000s. There's a dude who was just his head was hanging out of the back of like his fucking over the chair. I thought he looked like he got decapitated. So funny.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I sleep quite a bit in the movies, but like I've seen people like, I mean, you go in there to get your seat and they're already asleep, and they sleep through the whole fucking thing. That shit's too expensive, man. You can get somewhere else, a cold air conditioned place. Trying to get out of the heat by going to the movies, just sleeping all day. Man, I saw Cowboys and Aliens. You remember that movie?
Yes, I do. Yep, Daniel Craig, right?
Yeah. I saw that, and there was this woman in there. I think she had snuck, like an older lady had snuck this food in. I don't know what the hell it was. It was like a bag of chips that she was trying to open this fucking thing for like the better part of 45 minutes. It was just like, like Jesus. Man, I almost lost my mind. But that's one of my larger memories of being pissed off. Oh, and when I saw what's the fucking Will Smith movie with the shit zombies in it?
What's it called?
The Last Man on Earth. Is that it?
I'm Legend.
Yeah, I'm Legend. Yeah. There was this. I'm not making fun of the person at all. They were obviously having some sort of a health issue, but they had an oxygen tank, right? Yeah. And like every 5 seconds, it would go. It was like like pretty fucking loud. The movie was silent at all. It's, you get a pass because you have a health problem. Otherwise, man. I would have been like James and just fucking beat the shit out of somebody in the movies.
You catch James on a bad day. You just like fucking almost kill somebody in the theater.
Yeah. I've heard a lot of stories from James talking about that kind of stuff. So I just told him. I said, I'm going to beat the shit out of you if you don't leave. And they left. But okay, so Westworld here. Yeah, I think the cast is really awesome all around, man. You've got I can't find the names in front of me, but let's see. What's the the main female robot is was the one that dated Marilyn Manson for quite a while.
Oh no shit. Okay. Huh. I don't know her name, but
let's see. Yeah, Evan Rachel Wood. After Rose McGowan came Evan Rachel Wood. They may have even been married. I think they were married. And you got Jeffrey Wright in there. He always does a great job. James Marsden, Cyclops. And you've got Thor's brother, Luke Hemsworth, in there.
oh okay. was oh yeah okay. No,
He was like the other enforcer cop person. He wasn't in there a whole lot, but like when they had a problem with one of the sets, he went down and had to kill a robot or something.
But yeah, I thought it was a pretty good show. I mean, well, from the pilot, I guess you could say. That's all I fucking watch. But yeah, Ed Harris is just like a badass motherfucker in that show.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I mean the second season's coming out this fall. But I don't know. I mean, I'll probably watch more of it soon. I'm just mostly watching Eastbound and Down at the moment because I'm behind. And out of all the new dick and fart jokes people in Hollywood, he's like probably my favorite.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, the main thing that kind of turned me off of Westworld, like I really enjoyed the first season, but they announced like a whole lot of other seasons for the show, and I always hate that, just because you're not going to get any kind of resolution anytime soon. You're just going to have a bunch of open-ended shit for the next like 5 seasons in a row.
Yeah,
which is just kind of a bummer to me.
now, I've only seen the first season of Walking Dead, but people say like the second season is like made people want to kill themselves. So I'm glad I didn't sit through that yet. Anyway,
what show is that?
Oh, Walking Dead.
Oh man, yeah. Almost giving up on it, man. I'm still on the fence. Almost giving up. I did give up on Fear the Walking Dead, though.
That's one I still need to see, but that list is about 100 TV shows long. So.
Yeah.
And then there's Z Nation and iZombie and Q Zombie and Elemental P Zombie and all that shit. And I don't know any of those.
I've heard that's a good show, but I haven't seen any of it.
Yeah.
And that's based on a graphic novel, I believe.
Yep, graphic novels are cool. I like comics. They're fun for me and you. We can read along together and be Cole's friend. Yay.
Ash versus the Evil Dead.
Yeah, I've seen the first episode of that pilot. Well, I shouldn't even fucking say that anymore because that's all I fucking watch mostly, unless it's like Stranger Things or Breaking Bad. But I liked it. It was it's just good seeing. I mean, I know you're not the biggest fan of it from what I remember, but it's just good seeing the character back, and it's got Lucy Lawless and then Campbell. So and Raimi is directing. So it's I don't know. The show I think so far is okay from the minimal amount that I've seen, and I like the 3 movies, of course. They're great, and then the remake is pretty good. I like the remake.
Yeah, I think season 2. I actually like season 2 more than the first one. And I don't know. I've heard there's been some trouble on the set, so I don't really know what to expect going forward. I think from what I've heard, Tappert has kind of taken over their production.
Oh.
So
I know they shoot in New Zealand, but Sam Raimi was doing like a Twitch stream. I think it was on YouTube and Facebook as well. But he said they all shoot and then like at the day during the day or at night, and then they all hang out at like Lucy Lawless's mansion from like all the Xena Warrior Princess money she's made. So
Well, I know at one time Robert Tappert was married to Lucy Lawless because he worked on Xena along with I think Raimi may have worked on that. Sam Raimi may have worked on that with him. Anyway, all the the Evil Dead guys they worked on Hercules in that show as well.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that's where they met, and let's see. Yep, they're still married. Been married since '98, so keeping it together, brother. It's rough out there in Hollywood.
Keeping it all the way together. Sounds like, ooh.
But no surprise that she's in the show. But I like her. I don't know, man. It show's got some weird stuff going on, though.
The Hispanic kid is kind of weird from what I've seen. He's kind of like, I don't know if he's
weird. He's weird.
I don't watch what you say on the internet. People might think we're racist.
No, it has nothing to do with that. He's just, I don't know that I like the character.
Like the color of skin, Jay?
Yeah.
That's terrible. What?
I don't like his ethnicity.
Message. We have to get off. We're getting kicked. What's going on now?
We're what do they call it? We're not family friendly.
We're not friendly. Nope. Ad revenue is going off this video for the 3 people who will watch it. Sorry, guys. We can't support the funds. We can't get the funds we need to keep making this show possible. So we have a Patreon. Jay, do you want to plug that real quick?
Pizzow's watching. He says this is straight stank.
Oh shit! Well, he's a fucking mark. Fuck that bitch. Calling you out, Piz.
But yeah, do you remember like when this show first came out? Like a lot of people actually got stars that didn't have it before.
Yeah.
To watch this show, like a lot of Evil Dead fans.
There was the preview of like the first like 5 minutes or something, and I just remember just like every horror fan was like, "Oh my god, fucking just everywhere." I was like, "Calm down."
Well, the first like maybe 2 episodes they showed them on Encore, also. So they showed them on Encore like a couple days later. So I was able to watch them. I was like, "Oh fuck yeah, I guess I get them through Encore." No, that was not the case. So I waited like a year before I actually got stars and then watched the show. So
there's like the shit tier like movie channels like Encore and like Epics like that no one watches.
Oh yeah, totally. It's like the
cool Problem Child's on again. This is great.
Oh, what? It's 6 hours long with 5 hours of commercials. Awesome. I can't watch live TV, man. It kills me. It literally kills me.
Yeah.
To not be able to fast forward through commercials now. That's where I am in life.
We're all memeing.
I've been watching. We're watching a lot of the new FX shows on the FX website, and they have this option where you can watch a 30-minute commercial and then not have any more commercial breaks, like and interact with it, which is like, what did you think of this ad? Like, oh, I thought it was shit. And then you get to watch the entire show with no commercials. But like most of the time it fucks up, and I have to watch that 30-second commercial like so many times like during the show. But like the website will fuck up. So
this is related to that, but it's Vudu has like Movies on Us, that thing. And Cameron told me about that, and I was like, oh sweet. So like a long ad in the beginning and then a long ad at the end. That's fine. Like a 2-minute in the beginning, 2-minute ad in the beginning and at the end. So I'm watching Body Bags. I hadn't seen it before, like 8 months ago or something. And then like I'm watching, and there's probably like 5 2-minute ads in the movie, like in between, and I'm just like, why did I fucking do this? I could have just actually just bought the fucking Blu-ray used for like $10. But yeah.
Were they at least like timed properly? Or were they just like, they would be like in the middle of a conversation and they would throw an ad in?
Oh, they'd be like, so like it's 3 parts if you remember, because I know you've seen it. And they'd be like during the middle of each thing and like at the end of each anthology like episode or part, I mean. So, but it'd be like, oh my God, we got to get out of here. Would you try Crest because it's fucking amazing.
I hate that, man. I hate those.
Yeah.
That's a lot of like when you watch stuff on the internet, you get a lot of that type of stuff.
And it's like Hulu. It's like fucking $8 a month, and it's like, well, that's with ads on certain things, or you can pay 12 and get no ads. Oh, but wait, maybe there's some ads still. It's just like how about like have one fucking option? Like I'm not fucking choosing a shipping speed. Can I just fucking get your service so I can watch some movies?
Yeah. I mean, I used to defend that only because they did have a lower price point than everybody else. But it just is so irritating, man, you're paying for the service. You know, it's like you don't pay for network television. You know, that shit comes free.
Yeah.
Or, you know, just the major networks.
Yeah, with the basic package.
Yeah, so, I mean, you shouldn't, I don't know. It's just kind of irritating to be paying anything and then have to watch commercials. But, yeah. So what'd you think of Body Bags, by the way?
Body Bags is pretty good. I think Carpenter's segment was really, really good. Who did the second one? Craven. It was all right. The dude with the hair. It was decent. And then Romero's.
Basic Beach, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then Romero's had Mark Hamill, and that was about the baseball player in his eye. I think
that was my favorite.
Yeah, like the first and the third. The hair one, it didn't gross me out body horror wise, like in a David Cronenberg kind of way, but it was just like, this is fucking stupid. Like, what am I watching this for? But the first one with John Carpenter was really good, just because there was like a lot of cool cameos and stuff, and it was just like, it's not a guy inside the gas station. He's like out in the little, you know, like the square ones with bulletproof glass. So it was like, you know, like where do I leave the keys? You know, this door's locked and there's someone trying to kill me. I thought it was pretty good.
I need to watch that one again. That's always a good one to dust off. It's one you really never heard anybody talk about either.
Yeah.
I know for the longest time, like I bought the DVD. That was one of my early DVDs I bought in the early 2000s. And that thing was worth so much money before this new Blu-ray was released. I mean, it was worth like $100. That was like my most expensive Blu-ray.
Oh, wow.
Or most valuable. But
it's always great when you have like an out-of-print DVD. Like I had the Anchor Bay Phantasm one, and it was like getting up to like $50-$60. And then Bad Robot, you know, they released the re-release one. Well, it's the first time it was ever on Blu-ray. J.J. Abrams company, and then I was like, oh, cool, and then the price plummets to like fucking 2 cents on my DVD, and I'm like, all right, this is awesome.
Yeah. Then they stopped releasing that shit altogether. Let's see. But yeah, I've been watching this show called Snowfall. I know you probably heard me talk about it before. It's about the crack, when crack first got started.
Called Snowfall?
Yeah. That's good shit. I've been watching The Strain. It just started back a couple weeks ago.
That's another one I gotta watch, but I haven't seen. And Del Toro, didn't he direct some of the episodes?
I think he's written pretty much all of it. I don't know if he's directed a whole lot. He may have a few. But I think it's based off of his novels, from what I understand. But yeah, I'm still not 100% on that show. I never have been. It's just kind of like, yeah, fuck it. I want to finish watching it, see what happens, you know. But,
yep. Out of FX shows and FXXX triple X porno unrated. I like The Shield. I've seen the pilot of that. I've seen the first few episodes of The League, and I like playing fantasy football, so I like that show.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think that's pretty much it for FX. I mean, they show The Simpsons a lot, but we're not really doing animated shows tonight, even though there's a lot of good ones like, you know, Simpsons, South Park, Rick and Morty, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. I've never seen Rick and Morty. I need to get into that.
It's on Hulu. It's pretty good. Like I put it in the same ballpark, even more extreme in terms of like the stuff they say and stuff like that, as compared to like South Park and Beavis and Butthead, stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. It definitely seems like something I'd like.
Yeah. No,
like
there's
that style comedy.
What's up?
That style comedy seems like something I'd like.
Yeah, it's really like raunchy style humor, but it's hilarious and real well written. But it's kind of like the hype train show at the moment for animated stuff, besides South Park. But took a chance to watch it because I don't know, people wouldn't shut up about it, and my friends were like, "Yeah, it's pretty good." So,
Yeah, you see it referenced all the time.
mhm.
But Rick and Morty, I need to get on that.
And then also
So,
like with shows like another one I've seen is Trailer Park Boys, but there's some it's like basically you have like a show that's like an hour, or it's 30 minutes, or it's like 22 minutes. And Rick and Morty's 22. A lot of the animated shows are 22 minutes. So um,
because it's without commercials.
yeah,
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I can handle that, man.
yeah.
That's an easy watch.
That's what she said.
Sure. So let's get into the shit here. It's not TV, it's HBO.
Yeah.
Oz. What'd you think of Oz?
J.K. Simmons, man, what a fucking savage. I like him, but like there's so many good characters. Only well in the first episode, the one that I've seen. Um, like there's the Italian guy, and he dies at the end. He gets lit on fire. They hold him down, and he was running the jail, and then but like they like
Yeah.
stick him with needles, and then they light him on fire. But J.K. Simmons is awesome in that show, and there's I don't remember the actors' names, but it's a good show. But it's just a show that you see, and I wanted to see it because it was HBO's first big, TV show,
Mm.
the first one they ever did. But just to see like kind of what like hell in prison would be like, and it's just like, all right, I'm not robbing a bank anytime soon.
Exactly.
That's great.
I'm a
Yeah.
law-abiding citizen forever. Yeah. That's all I need, man. You don't even need to give me anything else. Just show me the prison rape, and I won't do it. Nope, I won't do it.
Are you gonna you're not gonna peer-to-peer transfer those Metallica songs, Jay?
No, I'm
No.
not. I don't. Just say no. You wouldn't steal a car.
Did you see the meme I posted and I sent to you? And it was like, you wouldn't steal a house, would you?
That was pretty awesome. Yeah. They plugged a fucking USB drive into the wall.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember back what all happened in that pilot. Of course, you get to see Ernie Hudson.
Oh yeah, yeah. He like runs the prison.
Mm-hmm. And he's in it for quite a while. And you get to see.
Those are the two main people I knew, Simmons and Hudson. The other people I've seen in other stuff, but there's one guy. Isn't the guy on the show who's stirring up a bunch of shit? Isn't he the insurance commercial guy who like gets hit like Allstate?
Oh
Or
yeah.
yeah, that
It's
guy.
totally him. Yeah, he's done
Yeah.
tons of shit too. Uh, Man, it's been so long since I've seen this show. I'm trying to remember all these names. I know Adebisi because he's my favorite.
Favorite as in like jerk off material or what?
Yeah, sure. We can go with that.
Jay and Orc show where nothing goes untouched.
Yeah. And the guy in the wheelchair, like I know before I actually saw Oz, I remember like that dude would be on all the promos. It's like, God, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear this shit. He's
There's
like just
the
talking like all this like theology in his wheelchair. I'm like, oh God damn it.
are you talking about the guy who like explains everything?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
He's
He's
like, so
like,
let me
another
tell you
day
what's
in
up.
Oz is the shit the way it goes, and this is how it go when you fuck up, son. Enter Simmons, and I'm like, all right, cool. Thanks for that intro. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah. So of course, what's his name? J.K. Simmons, whatever his character's, Schillinger. He has a pretty cool arc in the show. Because you're only one episode deep?
Only the pilot, baby.
Only the pilot. Just a tip.
Just
So, if you ever get around to watching the rest of the show, he has a pretty good arc.
and we got a lot of pilots to watch.
Yeah,
Sopranos.
so negative on them. Anyway, maybe look at some clips on YouTube of some of the good shit. but he tattoos a swastika on Beecher's ass.
Oh yeah, that was in the first episode. Yeah.
That's the guy that I was arguing with Eric a couple weeks ago about who that was. It's like, no, that's the guy from fucking Heroes. It was not him. They do look really similar, though, in my defense. But yeah, he's the other main dude, and he has a pretty good arc as well. He's in there for DUI. He killed someone. I don't know, what would he call that? Second degree manslaughter, something like that.
I think it was first degree manslaughter. Yeah.
Oh, it's first degree. Okay, wow, it's hardcore. Yeah. That's premeditated.
All right, guys, we're going to do a quick segment here. Go to the chat. DJ Donnelly says he watched Hellraiser for the first time. And then, yeah, good job.
Cool.
Oh, no, he watched it. He watched the first Hellraiser. I don't know if it was the first time, but yeah, good movie.
It's a good one.
Yep. First two are really good.
Yeah. I like part 3 also. After 3, I'm out, though.
Yeah, there's a lot of Dimension films. Just heads up, you guys probably already know this because you're big horror fans too. But the later Hellraiser and Children of the Corn movies, like if you want to kill yourself, I'm not like saying you should, but just give those a watch. I mean, yeah, the noose will kind of tie itself. If you're,
yeah. I remember, man, back in the VHS days, like the straight to video shit. It was like a new fucking like a new Amityville movie every year. New Hellraiser movie every year. New what else was in there? Like Leprechaun. All those 3 fucking. What was the other one he mentioned? The Children of the Corn.
Oh yeah, Children of the Corn.
Yeah.
He walks behind the rose. Outlander, we have your KFC. We will spill the gravy. Yeah,
man. Part 1's great. I think part 1's a solid movie.
Part 1 and part 2 I like. The rest are just so fucking bad. It's like we have a problem with the children. They're running a fever. Stick corn up their ass. Just like
watching those movies now, though, it's like that idea has been done so much. Like whenever the kids look at you different, you're like, oh shit, they're gonna kill me, you know, just because of that type of.
Jebediah's got like a huge sickle. He like walks into the room. He's like,
that red-headed bastard with a mullet. He's up to something. I know it.
He's playing baseball 2 seconds ago. Now he wants to chop my head off. Not good.
Oh man. Yeah, not a fan of those. I know. What's her name? Naomi Watts is in like part 5. Like it's like one of her first acting roles. I think she gets naked in it.
Yeah, I had some fun with that movie. We'll just put it that way, so I don't get kicked off of here. That was one of those fuzzy VHS moments, you know, that we all got to live through. And if you didn't, you just missed the magic. Yeah. I mean, in some extreme parts of movies, if you're able to see anything through all the fun that people had with that video cassette tape, it was an honor. Yeah. I mean, because of the early days of the internet, let me tell you, boy, back in my day, you even see a tit. I was like,
that's back in my day. Yeah, that's the way you got to go for it.
You always knew someone had a problem when they had like 100 floppy disks stacked on top of each other in like 4 different files.
They're all password protected. They all say like homework number 4 on it. What's
school project?
Yeah. What's some boring shit that my mom will not look at?
Cool. And then it's like the kid always like labels it wrong. He's like, cool shit from our vacation. It's like, Johnny, what the fuck is this? I'm sorry.
It's BBC's all over this thing.
That's when you get the lift up the mattress of shame. That's when it's all over, boys.
Mm-hmm.
It's all good game right there.
Oh man, okay.
So I don't know. We were on. I don't even know what we were talking about.
Oz, but we pretty much covered it.
Anyway, so let's veer off down another shitty road. Friday the 13th, the game. I mean, that's a pretty fun game.
I was about to start
Recommend.
talking about that too. That's like encapsulated my life for the past few months.
Yeah, I mean, I actually don't hope they do double XP weekend again or double XP week because I'll probably die just like on the couch, just like sitting there and playing. I'll be like, Orc, you're gonna be Jason. I'll just be like this, I'm like just like spazzing out. It's like gonna die from not getting any sleep.
Please shoot me in the face with a flare gun. That's what I want. But no, man, that's yeah. I wish they would do double XP weekend again and let me level up a little faster. It's slow going these days.
Yeah, they need more double XP, more CP points would be great because the roll fucking shit rate on those on getting perks for or kills for Jason or perks for the counselors. It's just fucking terrible. You like delete one perk by accident and it takes like fucking
Yes.
100,000 CP points just to get it back.
Yeah.
Double XP would be good, and counselors and Jasons would be good too. But I just want new maps.
Mm-hmm. I'm with Biz too. I think you did a video about the ability to hurt your teammates.
Yeah.
Whatever the what'd you call that? Friendly fire. It really serves no purpose. I mean, because you're trying to save them, yet you're fucking them up with a baseball bat while Jason's killing them.
You're like it's like he's got him by the throat, and then he's like, "Hey, wait, no, put him down, put him down." You think of baseball bat, it goes through Jason and hits the guy, kills him, he falls over, you lose a whole game's experience.
Yeah, you lose 1,000.
The best if you're on the fence about buying the game and you just want to not level up at all, just get a shotgun and go near like 3 of your teammates and shoot Jason, and it'll go through them and kill all of your teammates in the game line. It's pretty awesome.
I feel like a lot of people have been using that strategy lately.
Just,
like, I mean, if they would do away with that shit, there would be no more team killing. You know?
Yeah.
Like I've gotten really good at running away from fucking people in that game because, like, oh shit, they're trying to kill me, so I go hide in the closet or I lock a door. You know. So I mean, I've gotten really good at it. So trying to not get killed by Jason or by them, it really adds another element to the game.
Yeah, you have 6 counselors trying to kill you and Jason. It's always fun. Setting like bear traps everywhere, like fucking stocking up flare guns and baseball bats and shotguns and shit. It's always there, and then Tommy always spawns with a shotgun. So like he runs up to you, like he'll like run up and then he'll just stand there like this, and you're like, okay, is he gonna fucking team kill me? Or we're gonna try and get out together. And then as soon as you turn your back, if you hear boom and you just fall on your face, then you know. That's how you know your answer.
Well, DJ Donnelly's got a problem with KFC.
Oh shit. Over there in the UK?
He says he hates those bitches. Never go there again. Did you ever see? It was a horror movie one time. They went and got KFC, and there was a fried rat in the bucket. It may have been that the Willies. The
I've seen a movie called The Willies. I don't know if it was horror though.
Man, what movie was that? Anyway, I always think about that whenever fried chicken comes up. Just like, I mean, it's not a piece of chicken, obviously. I mean, why are you biting into that? You know.
Yeah, I mean, I like KFC, but I prefer like Taco Bell. You get free diarrhea. So I mean, what?
It is the Willies.
Oh, it is Willies. Okay.
That's a good movie.
You know what else is a good movie? Jay's Day-to-Day Life.
Yeah.
Good movie. Yeah,
it's pretty awesome.
Well, actually, we got to get into the technical segment now. Okay, so here's the most serious part of our show. Okay, Jay. So this is the technical segment, and how many TV shows have you seen approximately in your whole life?
Oh man, I don't think I want to know the answer to that.
What is your favorite TV show? Would it be Game of Thrones? Crowns? Game of Crowns? What's it called?
Shit. What is my favorite TV show? I keep changing it.
Mike and Molly? I don't fucking know.
Yeah, it's fucking Kevin James' new show. Fucking Tim Allen's new show.
NCIS Guatemala.
What's your favorite show?
My favorite show of all time? Well, I haven't seen that many past the pilot, but I'd go with Breaking Bad just because it's so well written.
Yeah.
As for a new show or a show that's still going, Stranger Things.
Oh,
easily.
Yeah. Yeah, they unveiled some shit at Comic-Con about that.
Yeah, we got a trailer for, it was season 2 of Stranger Things. They did a trailer for that, and then season 2 of Westworld. There were.
I'll probably avoid both of those. I mean, the pilots. The Stranger Things, I got to get my wife to watch. That'll give me an excuse to watch it again. She was talking about it the other day. She's like, so they're doing a second season. I'm like, yeah.
She didn't sound like that. She's like, oh my God, Jay, they're doing second season, saw at Comic-Con. That shit.
Yeah. She's like, she gets her notifications from Comic-Con.
Yeah.
No. Someone at her work probably told her about it or some shit.
Oh my God, Stranger Things. There's lots of things that are strange in the show. And there's like little kids running around on bikes. Oh my God, it's so fucking cute. And just, you don't even know. Oh my God.
That's it. Nailed it.
I gotta have to go after our LGBT friends that we have watching the show. You know, we're here for you guys. Jay and Orc's Dank Show of Dankness is here when no one else is.
The Dank Memes.
So we Jay set up a PayPal account, and you could send him
my
Patreon. Funds that goes right back into lighting and amazing things like that. Ceiling fans to keep us cool.
Like, share, subscribe. Patreon.
Like, share, subscribe, comment.
Patreon. Comment too.
Tumblr.
Comment or don't. Just watch and pay. Oh man, a funny story about Westworld. Like somebody at my wife's work had told her about it, so she started recording it on the DVR. And I thought I had started recording because I knew it was coming out. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, I'm recording Westworld. So I watched like the first 3 episodes and deleted those bitches. And I was like, oh fuck yeah, that was awesome. But then like a week later, she's like, what happened to this Westworld show? I was like, oh, I deleted them.
You know how you used to, growing up, regardless of how much money you had, if you had siblings, it was like you fight over the TV and stuff. Yeah. Now it's like the DVR. It's like, wait, you put half an hour of Good Morning America? Fuck this shit. No, I had The Simpsons.
You better delete all these fucking UFC fights, goddammit. You're never going to watch them.
How many times can we watch Flip or Flop? What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, that's about like me. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of stuff like that. I usually watch everything on the Roku.
Going back to the chat, Red Band Cast, Wendy's is the best restaurant of all time. We're talking about shitty fast food. You don't eat Baconators on the daily, you're noobing out.
Baconators. All day, every day.
Baconators is why I have like 5 chins right now. I love Baconators. Oh, they're so good. And then Frosties are good too, but like, I mean, it's like you're eating plastic, so you just have to have a toilet nearby if you're eating a Frosty. It's like the rule of thumb.
I had a friend of mine that worked at Wendy's one time, and he told me, man, he was like, if you knew what went into that chili, man, god damn, you would never eat it again.
It's like, you're like, oh, really, what?
Yeah. Oh, please explain.
My shit. Just looking at like, oh, it's a bad batch.
No, where they get the meat from for the chili, they they cook their burgers on the griddle, right?
Yeah.
And when they clean the griddle, they scoop all that shit into the chili. So they got that going for them.
It's got like some kid's zit on the grill, just like scooping it up. James, you need to use Neutrogena because we got a problem with
quit scratching your face over the grill. gross. You're spilling Accutane all over everything. Oh man.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Good memes. Yeah.
So Stranger Things, huh?
Stranger Things. Yeah, good show.
You've seen the whole thing?
Yep. I love the. I don't know. He's starring in some other movie coming up, but the cop. I just love how he's like, just like doesn't give a fuck about life anymore. Just be like sitting in his underwear, like on the couch,
Yeah.
like dead asleep with like Pabst Blue Ribbon next to him.
Yeah.
That's how you want to.
Kind of typical, man. It was kind of obvious. Like, here's this dude. Okay, he's that guy. I'm drunk as fuck, but I'm gonna redeem myself. Just watch. I'm gonna be a good guy again. Here I come. Hey, Winona, what's up?
Yeah, I mean, the younger kids, I don't know. Younger kids in most movies kind of annoy me. The ones in high school or late middle school are pretty cool to watch. I think both the boys and the girls are pretty good at acting. Winona Ryder's good. The cop's good. All this shit. I couldn't tell if it was actually a chick at first. I thought it was a boy. The one with the powers, whatever her name is.
What is it? 11.
11, yeah.
Yeah, I thought the casting was one of the better parts about the show, man. Those kids. I mean, it's hard to cast child actors like that.
And I don't know if they just go to some like town that's really behind the times, but all the 70s or 80s or whatever the fuck the show is supposed to be in, all the retro TVs and all that stuff, and old school TVs, cars, all that jazz was pretty good.
Yeah.
They just go to like an auction in the middle of Oklahoma. It's like, give me all the old shit.
Yeah.
What are you doing? We're making a show.
Yeah, but I mean, even like the kids are riding their bikes down the roads and stuff, and I don't know if they had to digitally remove stuff or
Yeah.
I don't know how they did all that, but it was really good, really well done. I was trying to find like, oh shit, there's a there's an iPad right there.
Yeah.
But no.
Also, I mean, people went nuts, and that's why we're getting season 2, and it got such a great reaction from everybody watching it, and reviews and stuff. But actually, it's on YouTube, and I know it's on Spotify and maybe Pandora. But the soundtrack for that show is awesome.
Yeah, it's great stuff. That's good stuff. I love that synth. What do you call that? Deep synth, dark synth, some shit like
everything
that.
Carpenter used in all of his movies.
Exactly.
That thing.
Carpenter style. Carpenter should have got a paycheck out of that. Carpenter, Spielberg. A.H. Spielberg pretty hard.
I don't know. Whether it's business or movies or games, everything rips something else off. Even in music, there's everything's been done already. I mean, for the most part, everything's been done. Very few new and original ideas.
Oh yeah, it is on Spotify.
Yep.
Cool. I'll have to check that out.
I had the intro song looping for like 3 hours one time. Like, yeah, this is awesome.
What do you call that type of music? New wave synth? No. There's a fucking specific title for it. Ah, shit. Whatever.
Going back to the chat, shows I've never seen or heard of. Dusk Till Dawn looks pretty good. I haven't seen that. I've heard mixed reviews. What else? Haven't seen Sopranos. That's like the ultimate mob TV show. Everyone seems to like that one. I know you've seen parts or all of both of those.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, I haven't seen Sons of Anarchy yet. Any of that. I like Ron Perlman a lot. Those are the main ones that I can think of right now.
Dark Wave. Perfect. Red Band Cave.
Dark Wave.
That makes sense. Didn't I say that? I said something like that. I said wave at one point.
I think you said
nailed it. I nailed it.
Jerry, I think you said new wave, and that's not the correct term that we're using here. Please don't laugh. This is a professional show. Otherwise, I'll have to kick you from the hangout. Thank you. Can you stop fucking laughing? Jesus Christ. Trying to be a fucking professional. My old friend used to say, I don't know if it's from a movie or not. He's like, want to be a professional? He's like Russian, so imagine this in a Russian accent. He's like, want to be a professional? Be a professional. Fuck you, fucking I was like, dude, we're playing Call of Duty too. What the fuck do you want me to do? I'm covering you. Just throw a fucking cocktail in there and we'll see if we can kill him.
Oh, man. Professionals.
Yep. Good movie. We'll just down another road here. Yep. Yep.
Sorry, I'm just responding to comments here on the chat.
Orc and Jay's Pilots, the only show where the chat gets acknowledged.
That is true.
Yep.
So let's talk about some comedies here. You got Eastbound and Down. You big fan of Kenny Powers?
Yeah, Kenny fucking Powers. Get it right, bitch.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like Seth Rogen, who are all the Jonah Hill, all those guys, Michael Cera. I can watch their films. There's a few really good ones like This Is the End. I like that one, but most of them are out of hit and miss. They're mostly misses. But McBride, I like a lot. I mean, now he was only starring in Your Highness, which was a pretty decent movie. But Vice Principals and Eastbound and Down, I really like him. And then of course you have Walton Goggins in Vice Principals too, and he plays a guy who he's straight, but he sounds like he's gay.
He does.
It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But yeah.
He does that. He does that role really well.
Yeah. That guy's. I didn't really know too much about him before I started watching Vice Principals. I've seen, the pilot of The Shield, and he's quickly becoming another actor I really like.
Oh yeah, man. He was in. Did you see Hateful Eight? He was in
that. No, I only saw Django. I haven't seen Hateful Eight yet.
Yeah, he was in Hateful Eight. Dude's done a lot of stuff. Yeah, I saw him in something I didn't even realize he was in the other day. I was like, oh shit, that's him. Oh, Predators. He was in Predators.
Oh wow, okay.
Basically playing the same character from Justified, just like a big redneck with a gun. But it worked.
When I saw it in the theater, I had no idea who the fuck he was.
Yeah, he was in. Danny McBride. Was in the new Alien movie.
Yeah, people said everyone hates the movie, but I'll pick it up on Blu-ray. And check it
really?
out.
Okay, wow.
It comes out in August, I think.
You're talking about Your Highness.
Yeah.
And that movie was shit, absolute shit. But the only reason I watched it is they show a clip of Natalie Portman in a thong.
Yep.
And I found out it's a body double, man.
Oh. Yeah, I thought I was gonna get lucky with Black Swan. I took two of my friends to go see that, and we just a blind walking into the movie. We had no idea what the fuck it was about. Heard it was up for some Oscars, and I was just like, okay, all right, this is an interesting film. I want you to go home, touch yourself. Have you seen that movie?
What's the name of it?
Black Swan.
Oh yeah.
The ballet instructor.
Oh yeah, there's some good scenes of that in there. It's
She has like a thing in her contracts though that she doesn't show any nudity.
Yeah.
Because she's a fucking party killer for the rest of the world.
I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, whoever's running for president next time, we go into politics too. I'm gonna vote for the person that makes it so Natalie Portman has to be nude in a movie.
I'm gonna vote for whoever has the best nude selfies.
Oh yeah, well, I mean,
if you could do the Batwing on camera and take a selfie, I'm down.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things to vote for, in an election. But if it's you can like pick, and there's like a survey, and you can have like your favorite actors or actresses be nude in a film. I mean, that's what I'd vote for. Anyways, you like Little Debbie's, right?
Yeah, I do.
I'm a big fan. I love Little Debbie's. They're so good. Swiss rolls.
Oh, Swiss rolls is shit.
Oh yeah, of course.
Let's see. Let's mix it up here.
Okay.
Go to your area of the country here. What about the Boston creams? You like those?
Ooh, well, that's what my nickname is when I'm in the bed. But yeah. Well, yeah. Wait, left. I'm just telling you my life story here. No, I'm not a big fan of Boston cream. I like sprinkles, rainbow sprinkles are pretty
Sure,
good. They
sure.
they like rainbow sprinkled donuts, whether they have cream or not, they're just LGBT approved. So, you know,
Yeah, that makes them that much better.
they're tasty, and yeah, I mean you can't discriminate anybody with a black
Sure,
donut
sure,
or a white donut if you have
sure,
rainbow sprinkles.
sure.
You know, just you gotta keep it PMA. You just gotta keep a positive mental attitude. Someone wants to, you make a nice video, like Rambo's in the chat, and they say they want to kill you. You just got to keep a positive mental attitude and just be like, I'm going to go to Arby's, and that's what I'm thinking, because I'm thinking
Yeah,
Arby's.
it's gonna make it an Arby's night.
Yeah, make it an Arby's night, and that's all there is to it.
Sure.
It's just, life's a meme. We're on a meme matrix, is pretty much what I'm trying to say. And the Little Debbie's are just amazing. That's basically where it was.
All right, DJ Donald's got a question for us here.
Okay.
What's the worst TV show you've ever seen?
Anything with a laugh track. The newest one that I've seen, and it's actually a decent show, but I just can't fucking stand laugh tracks, is The Ranch. I fucking hate that show. And the dude who's got the mustache is a good actor,
Yeah.
and Ashton Kutcher isn't that bad either. But I just can't fucking stand laugh tracks. That's like, you're fucking retarded. Laugh.
I didn't know it had one.
Yeah.
Laugh tracks, man. Man, when's the last time somebody used a laugh track?
Fucking retarded ass Netflix.
Bad TV shows. Gosh, I've seen so many. There was back on Saturday Night Live in the '90s. There was a skit called "Toonsis the Cat." I don't know if you ever saw that, like back in the Phil Hartman days.
No, I never saw it.
But they actually did a pilot for a TV show based on that. Toonsis the Cat, and I was a stupid kid. I recorded it on VHS and I watched it, and I thought it was the greatest thing in the world. But in all actuality, it was really, really awful. I had no filter, It was like, it's TV, it's good. So
yeah, like I don't know. When I was younger, in like the late '90s, mid-late '90s, I watched like a lot of like hardcore horror movies and action movies like The Matrix and shit like that. But then for like if I was like sick or home from school or something, or I would watch like All Real Monsters, Hey Arnold, anything Dexter's Laboratory, shit like that. So I didn't. That was the main TV I watched. The original Spider-Man cartoon and all that. Scooby-Doo. Who the fuck framed Roger Rabbit? That's a movie. But, yeah.
Are we talking about cartoons now? Oh man.
Yeah, cartoons. We're just going.
Fucking ain't right, man. You got
and everything else that's
you get out of school, right?
Yeah.
You go home. You kick it
TRL.
off with Tailspin, right?
Okay.
Tailspin. Well, actually, you started off with DuckTales, and you kick it into Tailspin, and then you go right into Darkwing Duck. Just go right in there.
Yeah.
Slide in there.
Batman Beyond. How about that?
Yeah.
Pinky and the Brain. One wants to kill everybody. One's insane. Pinky and the Brain.
Yeah. Did you watch Animaniacs at all? Or was that before?
I did watch it. No, that wasn't just for facts. That was a good show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Animaniacs was great. So many good. Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers.
Oh yeah. That's the one I left out. Yeah.
That's so many good shows. Yeah, like between Cartoon Network, Fox Saturday Mornings, and WB, a lot of memes back in the '90s.
Oh man, yeah. I used to love the real
Johnny
Ghostbusters.
No, yeah. Ghostbusters were good. Johnny Bravo was also good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Trying to think of so many good ones. Like, I mean, I used to watch like Thundercats and shit. I know that was probably before your time, but
I was a Street Sharks guy myself. Yep.
Ninja Turtles, of course, all the spinoffs of that. Biker Mice from Mars, Street Sharks. It was a bunch.
And that was Simpsons had been going for a while, but that's when South Park. I remember when the first episode of South Park aired, like mid-90s. That was pretty big too. Beavis and Butthead was on for a while, and then that got taken off. King of the Hill started up then. Eddie Murphy's comedy, PJs, that was only on for 1 or 2 seasons.
They still show that in syndication, though.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I still see that on. Not a good show.
No. It's just Celebrity Deathmatch, even though it's claymation. It's still, you know.
That may be the same style animation that the PJs was.
Marilyn Manson versus not Rage Against the Machine, but the Machine. Like a big speaker running after people.
Yeah, they tried and failed at comedy on that quite a bit. Never liked that either.
Street Sharks, man, yeah, that was good. Looking at chat, Rocco's Modern Life, yeah, that was really good.
Rocco was awesome.
Rugrats was even good. Shit, I don't even care if I get shit from that. That was a good show. Ren and Stimpy. That was like Ren and Stimpy was fucked up to watch when you were like, you know, early teens, you know, 10, 11, 12. Yeah. Oh
yeah, it was definitely pushing the envelope, man. I know when it went off the air, I bought the VHS tapes. And I always remember they were bright orange. I think a lot of the Nickelodeon tapes were, but that's the only ones I owned. So I don't know about the other ones. But yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
Did you watch the new Ren and Stimpy show when it came back?
No, the 2 things I haven't checked out. I didn't see Ren and Stimpy, the new one, when it came back, and the biggest thing I wanted to see was Beavis and Butthead when it came back, and I still haven't seen that. And it was on Hulu, but they fucking took it off, so I never got it. Yeah. Yeah,
Dale actually got me into the new Beavis and Butthead. It's not bad. It's, you know, you hear about it and you're like, I mean, there's no way they could recreate that now, you know, but it's like they're flipping through the television and they're watching like reality TV instead of music videos. So it's actually pretty funny stuff. Oh yeah, Red Bank Ass mentions Gargoyles.
Gargoyles was awesome. Yeah, that was a really good show. I believe that was WB or was that Cartoon Network?
I think it was WB.
Yeah.
I believe so. That was only on for what, maybe a season or 2? Was it longer than that? I thought it maybe got canceled and came back or something. I don't remember.
But yeah, like for like kick-ass TV shows, like Ninja Turtles was good. Spider-Man the original series was good. Batman Beyond was good. Gargoyles was pretty good. I'm trying to think. I know there's a few more. I'm just blanking on them right now. Fuck. Yeah, but like for pure action ones, yeah, pretty good.
I used to like Gummy Bears a lot.
Gummy Bears.
Ah, fuck. What am I talking about? I still like Gummy Bears a lot.
Like the candy?
No, the cartoon.
I'm drawing a blank. What's? Yeah. I mean, I know of Care Bears. I mean,
they're bears, right? And they drink this shit. I forget what the shit is, but they drink the shit and then they bounce around all over the place. I mean, it sounds better than I'm describing it, but you would probably know if you looked it up.
Yeah, I'd probably recognize it. I remember Care Bears.
Yeah, Care Bears was good. Dude, I saw the Care Bears movies in the theater. I think 2 of them. The one with Dark.
You know, it was a good movie. Well, the first one at least. There's 2 that are like old school animation: Land Before Time and Eiffel Goes West. Or is it Feifel?
Feifel,
yeah. Those are good.
Yeah, I saw Land Before Time in the theater.
Oh, well. What year is that? Do you remember?
Late 80s, I want to say.
Oh, holy shit.
Maybe 88.
Good year.
Let me check. 88. Let me tell you something interesting about Land Before Time. Let's see. The voice of Ducky, she died age 10, same year the movie came out. So how did she die? Oh man, it's pretty terrible. The dad killed everybody.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Well, I'll keep that in mind the next time I watch the movie. Holy fuck, what a buzzkill.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what a buzzkill, exactly. We lost like 6 viewers on that. Anyway, my bad. I just thought that was interesting whenever you bring up Land Before Time. I think about that. Like, I can't watch the movie without thinking about that now.
Just reading chat, catching up. Duckman was good. Dilbert was pretty dank back in the day.
Duckman. Duckman was Jason Alexander, right? Was the voice of Duckman?
I think so.
From
Oh, you
Sci-Fi?
know who was an awesome one? The Critic.
Yeah, oh, fuck yeah, the Critic. You know I love the Critic.
The Critic was so good.
That show, like, it was on like 4 different networks at one time. It kept getting canceled, and somebody else would pick it up, and it was just struggling. Always.
John Lowe's just playing the fat guy in the sweater with the ball.
It stinks.
His mom would get mad. And it stinks.
Always reminded me of it's like a combination of Siskel and Ebert. He was bald like Siskel but fat like Ebert. He was both of them, and he hated everything. Much like them. Unless it was something that they got paid to like, and they gave
Arthur
nomination.
the mouse guy. Yeah, I remember Arthur. Oh shit!
I only know Arthur from like memes these days.
Oh, okay.
I never actually watched it. It's in a lot of memes though, where he's like holding his fist out. It's just like a picture of his fist, and it's like when you get off your lunch break and your wife calls you an asshole, then it's just like a picture of his fist.
That's funny.
Or some shit like that.
The Tick, yeah.
The Tick's coming back on Amazon.
Amazon, yeah. There's a pilot I need to check out, but Jean-Claude Van Johnson.
When is that supposed to come out? I know that's set to
sometime this year, I think. But everyone, I remember you and Rambo have seen the pilot, and you guys really liked it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I liked it a lot actually. I need to watch it again. It was something I probably wouldn't have watched had Rambo not recommended it, because I don't know, man. Van Damme's done a lot of that meta shit, and I don't really like it that much. But this seems like it's a little better. Like, I didn't like his JCVD that much. I mean, not as much as a lot of people like it.
I don't even know what the last movie I saw that had him in it was. I think I was really late to the party on Bloodsport and Kickboxer, and I watched both of those. I think Bloodsport was the last Jean-Claude Van Damme movie I saw. I saw Street Fighter on TV, but that really doesn't count. Kind of.
Oh man, I mean, I've told you this before, but a lot of people were Schwarzenegger, Stallone, which I like, but Van Damme was my dude. Like, that was the movies I liked, like fucking Death Warrant, fucking Death Warrant, Lionheart. I know when Double Impact came out, I had to get my brother to rent it for me, and I had to like sneak it in my shorts. Like, I had to like sneak it in my britches because my parents wouldn't let me watch it. So I'm like, I've got like contraband. I'm like watching it like, is anybody coming? I watch like 10 minutes at a time because, we only had the one VCR.
That's funny.
As you do. But, yeah, I was a big fan. Oh, man, fucking Time Cop. I'm going to watch Time Cop tonight.
Time Cop was good, yep.
Time Cop, Hard Target. And then he did a bunch of horrible shit. Like, he did the one with Dennis Rodman. Knockout Guys or something like that, or whatever it was. Double Team. Double Team.
Oh, okay. The Drop Zone was with Wesley Snipes and somebody else. Never mind, I got confused.
Drop Zone? Yeah.
Yep.
They're remaking Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? That's what DJ says. Wow.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
How would they do that now?
I thought you meant the original show. They're remaking it?
Yeah.
I have no idea. Look at my kingdom, I was already there. I smell my own ass. I'm the Prince of Bel-Air. Hope I don't get flagged for copyright shit.
Oh, he says he's. Will Smith says he's not going to allow it to happen. Did you hear he's playing the fucking genie in Aladdin? By the way.
No, I didn't. But that should be awesome. Are they gonna paint him blue?
Yeah, paint him blue, and he's going to rap. It's going to be awesome, guys. Give me that 50 million. I got Scientology bills to pay.
Yeah. Yeah, and then he's got every movie has to have him and his kid. I'm sorry, if you have a family, that's awesome. But like families like ruin actors. Like all the good shit actors do. Families ruin it. Like Eddie Murphy, 80s films, top notch. Has kids, he makes fucking Shrek. So everyone today knows him as a donkey. Like really? It's like no, that's Beverly Hills Cop. That's a golden child. Trading Places.
Not Dr. Doolittle. What about 4 Dr. Doolittles? Or what's the Hercules?
Hercules. It's not Life. It's
Life's good. Nutty Professor. Yeah. I like Life.
Life is good. Yeah.
I was on vacation somewhere when Life came out with my parents. Like I was in like high school or junior high or some shit, and we were in a relatively ethnic neighborhood, and I went to go see Life. I was the only white dude in there in a packed house. I was like, should I laugh at that? It's pretty funny, but maybe I shouldn't. I'll just be quiet. I'll just be quiet.
There's some movies you see in the theater, and you're just like, depending on the crowd or the people who are around you, you just don't know how to like. You don't know if you should respond a certain way at certain points.
Yeah, it's like I laughed a little too hard at that scene. Maybe I should tone it down a little bit. I'm kind of playing too many of my cards here.
Zombie Fun 100. New Scream Factory titles. I'm a fan of Misery. I really like The Strangers. So that's a love it or hate it film. I love it. There was 2 other ones I was interested in. I can't remember what they are. The Strangers is the main one I think that I'm looking at.
They're putting out Slither, and I've got that one pre-ordered to have for months.
Slither, yeah.
Slither's awesome.
The 2 big ones was Slither and Species, and Species is already out, but that's mainly for Natasha.
I've got a VHS of Species. I'm okay.
But are there any? Can you actually watch any of it, like without it being blurry?
I'm not gonna watch it, so.
Oh, okay.
I don't like it. I saw that movie for one reason. Well, 2 reasons: aliens and tits. And I wasn't happy with either one of them. So
I saw it for 3 reasons: tits and yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I don't know. It's
what were the other 2? Like literally, like they released what they did 8 or 10 titles. 4 of them, I was like, okay, I'd pick up maybe. 2 of them, one of them, which was The Strangers, I was like, all right, I could maybe pick this one up. And then they released so many titles, like they're not even scraping the bottom of the barrel. There's like a hole in the bottom of the barrel, and they're like just trying to like get like a leaf and like put tape on it so like it'll.
I mean, they're putting out Dawn of the Dead and Day of the Dead, right? Is that them doing that?
Dawn of the Dead remake and Land of the Dead. Yeah.
Oh, remake. Okay.
Yeah.
Land of the Dead. Okay. Yeah.
No, if it was Dawn of the Dead, the original, which still hasn't had a release here, yeah, that would be awesome.
I may have to buy that Dawn of the Dead remake. God damn it! I just bought that thing on Vudu the other day. I bought the director's cut because I didn't have it, and watched about 5 minutes of it, and my kids were terrified. So
thank you, Red Band. Yeah. The 2 I'm really interested in. I mean, there's Misery, another one, but The Strangers I really like, and Silent Night, Deadly Night, of course. I fucking love that movie. So good.
Not doing part 2 by any chance, are they?
No, I don't think so.
I got to see Eric Freeman's Revenge, though.
Garbage Day?
Garbage Day.
That was a big meme in like 2005. Yeah. Everyone was like, MySpace link in that video.
Well, now they found him, so nobody gives a shit anymore. It's like, whatever. We know he's alive. He's not like in a tire fire somewhere. He's alive and well. We don't care anymore.
Yeah, I saw the new Child's Play box set. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I hope it comes with DV codes because I want to send them to all my friends. Kappa.
Oh yeah, that'd be great. I don't know, man. I own all those movies on Blu-ray. I don't want to buy them again. I want to see the new one.
Yeah, I mean, people are going apeshit for the new It, but the new Cult of Chucky I'm interested in, and then the new Texas Chainsaw Massacre Leatherface. Those are the big two I'm looking forward to. I mean, I know a new Annabelle and It is coming out, and I'll see those eventually. But my two big ones are the big five, as I like to call it. You know, Voorhees, Krueger, Myers, Leatherface, and Chucky. Really the big four, but I just throw in Chucky because, why not?
Because what do the five fingers say to the face?
Slap.
Oh.
This was before Wesley Snipes. Darkness.
Darkness! Oh, man. Fucking...
Show Charlie Murphy the titties.
Charlie Murphy's dead, man. What the fucking hell?
Yeah, everyone's dying, dude. Linkin Park, I mean, they weren't one of my favorite bands, but I listened to them a lot back in, like, 99. And then, yeah, Romero's dead. I still can't believe that.
Yeah, that one hasn't sunk in yet.
I mean, like Craven dying was shitty. Romero, pretty fucking shitty, too. But I was talking to Mike when we were in the lobby for Friday the 13th, and I was like, thank fucking God Carpenter hasn't died yet. I hope he has many years left.
Well, I mean, Romero, at least what I heard is he had lung cancer, right?
Yeah.
Didn't no
Craven
real
have
surprise.
cancer too?
Is that right? I'm not sure. I think he had brain cancer, though, or something.
Yeah. But still, both cancer.
Right. But, every time you saw Romero, he had a cigarette in his mouth.
And I think, like, Carpenter chain smokes, too. So,
yeah, I know. I guess you're going to go, but I guess if you could smoke till you're like 90 years old, you're all right. People die of like heart attacks when they're 30, so and they don't smoke. But yeah, that one hasn't sunk in for me yet. I've just kind of been. It's not really surprising, It's not like when Patrick Swayze died or some shit, because he's a relatively young guy, It's just, it just sucks.
I threw out all these numbers like big four, big five, big three, all that shit. But really the big three for horror fans, at least for me. Anyway, and you can maybe throw Cronenberg on there, but it's Carpenter, Romero, Craven. Pretty solid big three.
Yeah, definitely.
Eli Roth would be the fourth, probably.
He goes Eli Roth, James Wan.
And the big one is all we have today, James Wan, and he doesn't even want to do horror anymore. He's like, oh god, fuck, they don't pay me as much as Fast and the Furious. God damn it.
James Wan's actually talented, though. I shouldn't even put him on that list. But
I think I'd probably put him at 4 or 5 of my all-time favorite horror directors. He's that good, I think.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I'll fucking dick ride the shit out of his work.
He's got you deep dick it.
Yeah, dude, all day.
He's got the work to prove it. He's got the catalog. So,
and even if it's not a film he directed, the ones he's produced have still been pretty good.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I'd put Hooper in that list too.
I don't know what in order, but I'd say probably the big three are Craven, Romero, Carpenter. I would have Carpenter as number 1, but that's besides the point. Hooper would be 4, and then I'd actually probably put Cronenberg 5 and Wan at 6. And I don't know who Romero and Craven. I think Craven has more movies that were better, but just the 3 Dead films and then like Monkey Shines and Creepshow are also really top tier. And I like Land, Diary, and Survival. I don't give a fuck.
Um,
People, I mean,
I need to watch Survival again. I've only seen it the one time when I bought the Region uh, 2 DVD when it was first released, like 6 months before it was released here in the U.S. And I didn't care for it, but I don't remember a whole lot of it. But I like Diary quite a bit. I did not like Land.
for sure.
It's just too many things with Land I have a problem with. But I I want to like it. It's a lot of stuff in there I should like fucking Dennis Hopper going batshit crazy. That's worth the price of admission right there. It's just too much weird shit going on. Fucking
Like
John Lorquette or John Lovitz. What's his name? What's the little Hispanic fella?
Leguizamo.
Yeah, Leguizamo.
Yeah.
He's going crazy with a crossbow or some shit. His name's like Sex Machine or something stupid.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, the fuck was I gonna say? I think Land, Diary, and Survival, while they're not the best films, I can find enjoyable parts to them, in the hour and a half, 2 hour duration of the movie. And then even the remakes of Night, Dawn, and Day, I like too. Now, Dawn is insanely good. Night
Hmm.
by Savini, pretty good too. Everyone shits on Day. I agree, it sucks, but I like the film. And it's Steve Miner too. So,
Yeah, yeah, I like the Night remake. Okay.
yeah. Dawn was just it came out of nowhere. Sarah Polley and
Oh
all
my
those
god,
guys. Like, yeah.
that's
Snyder
one of the
did that,
movies
didn't
that yeah,
he?
yeah. That's one of the movies that got me back into horror again. Like I was kind of stale on it after the whole Scream generation.
Yeah, it was two things. It was um like I've never left, but the remake of
Yeah.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out,
Hmm.
and with Beale, who wouldn't be a horror fan after that,
Hmm.
and the drill sergeant from Full
Yeah,
Metal Jacket.
Arlie Emery.
Yeah, so that came out, and then Dawn of the Dead remake, like you said, and I don't even think it really got a theatrical release. It just came out on DVD, and everyone went apeshit buying it. And then Bravo did a thing called 100 Scariest Movie
Yeah.
Moments in like 2003, 2004, and that's how I actually found out about a lot of the movies before, because that was a few years before YouTube.
Hmm.
Like I hadn't actually seen The Thing at that point,
Oh
and
yeah.
just movies like that. I've seen Jaws and Halloween, but there was a few like really good movies that I hadn't seen. And I remember I bought the Thing special edition that had the dude screaming on it with the slipcase that's blue. And yeah.
Yeah. I think I still have that one.
But until that show and a bunch of other lists and online lists were made on like shitty sites like Bloody Disgusting and Fangoria and all those shitty sites, I was mainly just slashers. I mean, for the most part.
Yeah.
Like that's like slashers and then plus big franchises like Hellraiser, Children of the Corn, a few different ones that are low budget like Puppet Master. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, right around the early 2000s, I mean, you had a lot of foreign stuff coming out that was really good. Like that's when High Tension came out and
Pulse.
Pulse.
Yep.
Of course, I didn't see Pulse then. I was a few years later until I saw it.
I only saw it a few years ago actually.
Um, and Devil's Rejects came out. Did you mention that one?
No, I didn't.
And I was a huge fan of that movie when it came out. I mean, still am, but
I think House of Thousand Corpses was like 2003, and then Rejects was 2005 or six, I think.
is that right?
I think so.
Maybe 2005. Yeah, you may be
Yeah.
right. 2005. I know one of the coolest posters I have is it was never officially released because it was offensive. It was a Devil's Rejects teaser poster that said it had a quote from somebody from like Ain't It Cool News or some dumb shit saying balls out. This movie is balls out. And they didn't ever actually release the poster because it was offensive to somebody. So that's one of the cooler posters I have.
Yeah, that's a good list for a band. Joe Dante. Yeah, he's a good, really good director. I just wouldn't. I would put like someone like Cronenberg over him. But yeah, he's a savage behind the
Yeah,
lens.
I love Joe Dante's stuff. I just wish he would push the envelope a little bit more. all those other guys have really got some pretty sick and twisted stuff in in their catalog.
Yeah.
Joe Dante is like the family friendly horror director. Like one of my daughters loves The Hole, his movie from 2010 or some shit.
Yeah.
Which it's PG-13, but she likes it a lot. Yeah. Love the Burbs. Love Gremlins.
Didn't he do The Howling?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, that's Gremlins and The Howling. I think are the two, unless there's some movie I'm missing that I like the most from him.
Yeah, he did Piranha too. I forgot he did Piranha.
I've only actually seen the remake of Piranha. I haven't seen the
Really?
original.
It's
Yeah.
better than the remake.
I like the Piranha remake and I like the Crazies remake, and they both have Scream Factory or Shout Factory releases, but I haven't seen the original. And I know it's Dante and Romero, but I still haven't seen them. Those are two I've missed after all these years. They're on Shudder though, I think.
Piranha?
Crazies is, I think Piranha is too.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Crazies is okay. I'm not a huge fan of it. But no, I watch Gremlins and Gremlins 2 like every year, so that's definitely like two of my favorite horror movies of all time.
Yeah.
Howling's up there too. And he also did Interspace. I forgot about that. Not a horror movie, but a really good movie. Matinee, which I think may have been Red Band mentioned that's coming out on the Scream Factory's putting a special release out of Matinee. And then a bunch of TV stuff. It seems to be the way these horror directors go. It's tough to get work, man. When they're like, man, we could pay this dude who just directed the new Blink 182 video. Look, he can go out there and direct this movie. Fuck yeah. I can't think of a fucking band, man. Like, what's a band? He directed the new Adele joint. Fuck on. I don't know music anymore.
Run the jewels all day.
He directed
jewels fast. Run the jewels fast.
Well, yeah, man. You want to go ahead and call it quits here? Or?
Oh yeah, I can't take any more of you.
Sure.
I'm just kidding. That was fun. Good pilot episode to the pilot show.
Pilot.
To the pilot. I'm gonna have a nerd shirt on next time with a pilot pen, and then I'm gonna have an airplane in the back, model airplane. So
you need to get a big sign that says like, share, subscribe, chat.
I need to get the pills like Boogie 2988. Like, share, subscribe, unsubscribe, delete, clone, make thoughts.
Delete.
Find out where to let him kill me. No, I'm just kidding.
Kill yourself. Yeah, I don't monetize any of my videos, by the way. So this shit's all just for giggles, man. Like, I could give a fuck. But yeah, anyway, we thank you guys for watching. Hopefully, we'll be doing some more of these. Maybe we can get some sort of a schedule, whatever works for you, Ork. And yeah, we'll see you next time, homies. Thanks for watching.
You too.